I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I could conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Seen it with my own eyes, I would get it otherwise without the luxury of leaving. The touch and feeling of free is untangible, technically is something we got to believe in. Connect the cause and the fact, one foot in front of the next. This is the start of a journey.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Thunder play one at home. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the back. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Dudley in at the small forward.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
They work hard out there. Go on, show your appreciation for the Thunder Girls.
Here's Wall. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Here's Roberson. He's covered by Beal. Here's Durant. And he can't bank that one in. The three from Dudley. That's good. Dudley's got himself on the board with three there.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. There's a good screen. Now the feed to Durant. Gortat with the block. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Wall kicks to Beal. Here's Westbrook. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah. He is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
On defense, Washington following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Takes it from 10. Beal pulls it in.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Durant following the miss by John Wall. Westbrook drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA. Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Dudley dishes the Wall. Nene left side. Beal, that's for two. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
3 on the clock. Here's Roberson. Here's Ibaka. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Wall passes to Nene. Back to Wall. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And it's Durant missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Dudley's shot is good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be, the third overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the one year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season, a second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game, but with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Now here is Augustine. Cantor with the screen on Sessions. And Augustine kicks to Cantor. And the rebound goes to Nene.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's 3-pointers off the mark. And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Tonight, we're watching.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the point. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the contest, and the technical free throw is good.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
And he gets it to go.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Fires from deep. No good. And Minnesota now the other way. I think, as you said, the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Mozgov wide open. He fires. Rubio with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Mozgov grabs the board.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. The 3 from LeBron.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Martin wide open. He fires the offensive rebound. The second effort. Kicks it out to Garnett. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Irving drives in, and the basket good.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Flip Saunders. The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
All right, Doris. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Again, Irving missing. Here's Martin. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, trying for it. That's short off the rim.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Shumpert against Martin. 5 on the clock. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Passes to Mozgov. Back to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pick. Now Martin. He has 5. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Seconds left to play in the first. He used that pick to perfection. Bjelica's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Williams. And here's Varejao. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after
there's just a lot more practice time.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and has done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Bjelica is out there with Pekovic. Then there's Muhammad. Then it's Jones. And it's Levine, and it's a shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Now here's Jones, unloads from 13, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Timberwolves trail. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Kicks to Pekovic. It's deflected. Smith right side. Fires it up. Rebound by Bjelica. Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Levine. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Muhammad. Good. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Some changes for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Bjelica, and Wiggins is subbed in for Jones. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dellavedova's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Varejao. The dish to Dellavedova. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Minnesota in the lead. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Levine kicks to Pekovic. 8 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Martin comes in for Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Cleveland also making some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Varejao. LeBron comes in for J.R. Smith. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on, the Cavs got tougher. Those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Here's Rubio following the basket by LeBron James from 13. Here's Dang. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Williams kicks to Irving. The screen from Thompson. And it's Irving missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Martin. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. James, no good.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And finished off by Martin. A minute 50 left now here in the second. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for Mo Williams. Timberwolves shooting a meager 37% for the game. To the paint, here's Towns. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one.